All right, everyone's been waiting for this. Jordan Love. Okay, Jordan. Let's just go right at it. So Jordan Love picked first for the Packers as quarterback. Now, there's that can be said. We don't know what Aaron Rodgers really feels about this. We don't know the situation in Green Bay. But from an outsider's perspective, looking in, you have to ask yourself what is really going on in the Packers locker room. What's the feeling? Is Matt LaFleur trying to build his own team and show what he's capable of doing on his own, drafting his own guy, you know, putting together his own team? Does he feel like if Aaron Rodgers is there, maybe it's taking away from what he feels that he's accomplishing on his own, and people aren't going to give him the credit for what's being done in Green Bay. The fact that they almost made it to the Super Bowl last year, they're one game away. He might think maybe it's people will think it's not me, and might make it hard to get a second job after, you know, after let's say Rodgers. Yeah, let's say he doesn't work out in the next 2 3 years. People will say, well, all the success is because Aaron Rodgers wasn't because of Matt LaFleur. So maybe that's why. But here's the thing, really, and also like Love, like look at him, like he's like, look, I just want to play in the NFL. I don't care where. I want to be a star. I don't mean to get into politics, the political field of what's going on in Green Bay, but it's like you really have to ask yourself, like, what's going on? What's the so here's the thing. So with Jordan Love being there, he is possibly maybe Matt LaFleur just said, hey, look, here's a guy. We really like him. I think he'll be successful with the team. Let's just get him now, and we'll build for the future. But then you have to ask yourself, like, why didn't they get any wires? Why didn't they do any help for the right now? Why didn't they? Why didn't they just let's go get some pieces now? Let's get a wide receiver. I mean, there's so many wide receivers this year. You don't know how many of these guys are gonna be stars. Maybe hopefully a lot of them. And it's like they didn't even try getting someone even later. And I understand if you want to build for the future and you want to maybe get a guy and you're thinking, well, Aaron Rodgers can be out soon. Okay, so draft someone in the fourth or fifth round, someone who you think has potential, who can build up and possibly become a star under Aaron Rodgers. But when you draft, and they moved up to get him too, it's not like they just drafted him with his pick. They moved up. They went out of their way. They gave up picks to get this guy. So they must be really saying, wow, we don't see anyone in the future being as good as Jordan Love. And, who knows in 3 years which college quarter. There might be another Patrick Mahomes right now who played his first year, wasn't so great, and he's going to have a breakout year next year. And they had Jordan. No shots to Jordan Love. This is not at all something against him. But it's just like you have to ask yourself, like, what's their mentality? What's their mindset? Are they done with Aaron Rodgers? Because Aaron Rodgers definitely has another 2 years in the tank for sure. Like, not even a question. He's not even 40 yet. And you have guys like Drew Brees and others who are, they got huge, nice contracts even after 40. After 40, they have guys like Drew Brees and Tom Brady who are, Tom Brady might go for another 2 years and he's after 40. So I think Aaron Rodgers for sure can get to the same point. And the question is that even if, let's just say, Jordan Love wins a Super Bowl too in the next 4 or 5 years. So this is a point that I saw on another show. You know, Aaron Rodgers could have done that too. Aaron's not a guy. He's someone who the Packers, they're not in a rebuild. They don't have to say, you know what, don't Aaron Rodgers. It's not going to work. I mean, he had one. I mean, I know he had an amazing wide receiver, Adams, but I mean, he had one wide receiver. Imagine you put Stephon Diggs with Adams, or you get Justin Jefferson or Judy. Like, who knows? They could have been top three or top five favorites to win the Super Bowl. So, I mean, they were one game away against San Francisco. If they have another weapon, or you draft for the next 2 3 years, who knows what the Green Bay they could be KC Chiefs. They could be the San Francisco Giants. But now people are going to say, hey, look, they don't know what's going on. They don't, and all they need is another, fight between Aaron Rodgers and the coach, like with McCarthy. I mean, you don't need that right now. It's a questionable move. We'll see what happens with Green Bay, but all the best for Aaron and all his stuff and what he's dealing with and the Green Bay Packers. Even though we're Vikings fans here, but ciao.